Okay, so this morning we got Marcus Griffin. I don't remember when I first met Marcus, but I've always known him to be a man to not give a fuck. He's also done the Buddy Cast, which is another podcast on our channel if you want to check that out. Um, yeah, I'm gonna just let him speak for himself. So this is Marcus Griffin. Oh, if there's any other comics that want to do this shit, can you just message me, please? Because I don't know who I've messaged at this point, and I don't know who wants to do it. So yeah, just fucking message me. All right, here's Marcus Griffin.
So what's up, Marcus Griffin here. I've been asked by the very talented, very funny Aaron Chase to come on his podcast, answer a couple questions so y'all get to know me. I'm going to start with who got me started into comedy. Well, interesting story. I was recapped when I was little. My dad was like my biggest influencers, if that's a word. Yeah, man, I just sat around. I watched just how funny my father was, how much he made my mom laugh. I don't know if it was comedy in perspective, but I knew I wanted to make the world laugh. I see how powerful it was. I see how you could touch an individual. I mean, with my little growing up, most of the world knows. But anyway, my father was not a good man. I was in and out of my life, and I watched my mom and him fight a lot, particularly over his drug use. And no matter how much he fought or how absent he was, when he come home and made my mom laugh, I'm like, how could you touch this woman and get her out of her angriness or depression or whatever the case may be? You know, it was powerful to me. So right then, I knew at a young age I wanted to make people laugh. Who really got me started was my brother. I always tried to be funny, whether it was in class, on the baseball field. But yeah, he said, why don't you go for it? And when I first started, I went out with the name Cornbread. I had an afro and the whole nine. And he got me some comedy books. He pretty much told me, tell me a joke a day, look in those books. And shoot, the rest is history. I started practicing like 2 weeks before I hit the Ha Ha Comedy Club open mic. And I'll never forget because I did my first set. And it was pretty much the main thing I wanted to focus on is not forgetting my set. So, although I didn't have the timing or the charm or charisma on stage, I was prepared. And with that preparation, other comedians saw and made the comment like, man, it didn't look like it was your first time. And so, from there, I went back second time. Second time, I even made people laugh to where other comments even made another comment like, it's open mic. You're not supposed to be funny. So it took like 2 open mics. Then I got on one of them Ha-Ha's showcases. That was also on a Tuesday night. And from there, just started rocking and rolling, performing with other people like TK. I don't know if y'all know him, but he ran like Rebels of Comedy. So I started going from there. And yeah, it's just been cool ever since. I think I started comedy 2005, 2006. So my father would be my inspiration. My brother got me started, but one of my favorite comedians that really made me just love making people laugh was Martin Lawrence. I mean, you had Eddie Murphy, who's greatest of all time, but I really related to Martin's character because he said things that you wouldn't expect to say or expect to hear, and it made people laugh. And that's kind of been my whole style of comedy. Now, I don't always make people laugh. I think one of the worst bombs I've ever had, to answer that question, I was at the J Spot in Inglewood. I think it's Inglewood, at the J Spot. And I'm kind of feeling myself because I performed there once before and had a good set. J. Anthony Brown shook my hand like, good job. And I come back and it's like maybe only about 6, 7 people in the audience. And I get on stage, and I'm looking out, and I try to make a comment to warm the crowd up, warm myself up. And, so I look out, and I say, man, there's a lot of beautiful women out here. I don't know what I'm about to say. damn, it's a lot of beautiful women out here, man. Y'all gonna make me forget what I gotta say. Damn, there's some beautiful women out here. I forgot what I'm about to say. Thank you very much. Good night, man. I storm out of there. And it was one of them things or one of them cases where just nothing came to me. Nothing at all. And I was so embarrassed. I just couldn't believe it. And I'm one that like really feeds off energy. But at the same time, I don't blame crowds for not getting laughs or not being funny that night. And if I could tell any comedian, like, that's the worst thing you could do. I remember performing, here's two funny stories. I remember performing in Tennessee in front of 4 or 5 people, and it was the best set ever because I was like, hey, you know what? These people came to hear you tell jokes and made to laugh. Still do it. You know, if you really want to be a professional in your time, still tell the jokes. And so I have that story, and I have another story where I actually did a set in the sauna at 24 Hour Fitness. It was the coolest thing, man, because I was telling my friend Ken, who's another comedian, I was like, man, I need to practice because we got the show coming up, whatever the case. He's like, practice right here. I did like a full 8 to 10 minute set in a sauna, dude. It was pretty dope, man. Everybody got to laughing and everything. And like, you know, I'm trying to be one of them comedians that really, I have done this, but I ain't trying to be that type. But I'm like, for younger comedians, man, comedy is everywhere. And I feel like it's who you are versus what you do. Because I feel like nowadays people get into comedy either for the attention or they see how it's an easy, quick fix to, I don't know, hang out, share your views, share your thoughts. But comedy is really who you are. It's the lifestyle. It's what you live every day. What else? But it's brought me to a lot of fun places. If you want to check out a book, check out Judy Carter's stand-up comedy. That's kind of what got me started too. Kind of wanted to take it serious and write, you know, and it's one of the first things you write about your personality, what scares you, what you love, what you hate, you know, kind of building a personality. And one of the main things it said was your commitment to your craft, like, because you're going to want to quit many a times. And so in the back of the book, I made a commitment to where I was like, I won't stop doing comedy till I travel around the world. Now, granted, I ain't even done worldly stuff, but I've done some statewide stuff. So I performed in, of course, California, Vegas, Atlanta, and Tennessee. I wish there was another place. Nope, I think there was just those 4 states, and that's been fun. I don't know. I don't know if there's much more to say. I guess shout out to Aaron Chase. I like what the brother's doing. He's doing the street comedy thing. I think that's the bravest thing you could do. And just keep up the good work. I hope I provided with a little bit here. It's Marcus Griffin. We're in this COVID, man. We gonna get through it. Never stop creating. Never stop searching. Never stop being funny. All right, y'all. Take care.